Good day everyone, I am Jel O'Reilly and now we're diving into the PESTEL Analysis. It is a crucial tool for business strategy, so we'll explore how each element of PESTEL helps businesses understand the external factors that impact their operations and success.
So PESTEL Analysis. PESTEL is the acronym of Political, Economic, Social, Technological, Environmental, and Legal. Generally, the PESTEL analysis focuses on a big picture and the long-term changes of firms' external environment. PESTEL is useful when starting a new business or when entering a foreign market or a different industry with existing company. It is a tool used to identify the external forces that may affect an organization positively and negatively. So this tool is composed of the following factors. First is the political. Political factors result from the process and actions of government bodies that can influence the decisions and behavior of firms. These are all about how and to what degree a government intervenes in the economy. These can include government policy, political stability or instability in overseas markets, foreign trade policy, tax policy, labor law, environmental law, trade restrictions, and so on. It is clear from the list that political factors often have an impact on organizations and how they do business. Organizations need to be able to respond to the current and anticipated future legislation and adjust their marketing policy accordingly. Next is economic. Economic factors have a significant impact on how an organization does business and also how profitable they are. Factors include economic growth, interest rates, exchange rates, inflation, disposable income of consumers and businesses, and so on. These factors can be further broken down into macroeconomical and microeconomical factors. Macroeconomical factors deals with the management of demand in any given economy. Government use interest rate control, taxation policy, and government expenditure as the main mechanism they use for this, while the microeconomic factors are all about the way people spend their incomes. Next is social. Social factors, also known as socio-cultural factors, are the areas that involve the shared beliefs and attitudes of the population. These factors include population growth, age distribution, health consciousness, and career. Social factors tend to be more difficult to quantify than economic ones. They refer to shifts or evolutions in the ways that stakeholders approach life and leisure, which in turn can impact commercial activity. Next is technological factors. In today's business landscape, technology is everywhere and is changing rapidly. Management teams and analysts alike must understand how technological factors may impact an organization or an industry. They include but are not limited to automation, how research and development may impact both the cost and competitive advantage, technology infrastructure, and cybersecurity. The speed and scale of technological disruption in the present business environment are unprecedented, and it has a devastating impact on many traditional businesses and sectors. Next is environmental. Environmental factors emerge as a sensible addition to the original PEST framework as the business community began to recognize that changes to our physical environment can present material risks and opportunities for organization. So examples of environmental considerations are carbon footprint, climate change impacts including the physical and transition risks, increased incidences of extreme weather events, and stewardship of natural resources like fresh water. Environmental factors in the PESTEL analysis will overlap considerably with those typically identified in an ECG or the environmental, social, and governance analysis. In fact, it's widely believed that the addition of environmental factors to the PESTEL framework evolved from the growing popularity of movements such as the corporate social responsibility and ESG. And lastly, we have legal. Legal factors are those that emerge from changes to the regulatory environment, which may affect the broader economy, certain industries, or even individual businesses within a specific sector. So they include, but are not limited to, industry regulation, licenses and permits required to operate, employment and consumer protection laws, and also protection of IP or intellectual property. Regulation can serve as a hindwind or a tailwind for operators. An example hindwind might be increased capital requirements for financial institutions, and an example tailwind is if the regulation is so heavy in a particular industry, so let's say a food production, that it may serve as a protective moat for established operators, creating an additional barrier preventing potential new entrants. And that ends the PESTEL analysis.